Welcome to Pre-Halloween. Welcome back to the Cat Whisperer blog podcast, where the cats are observant, the humans are questionable, and somebody is always judging somebody else from the top of the refrigerator. I'm your host, Annie St. Germain, resident cat whisperer and chronicler at Snarky Cat Boutique, supervised, as always, by Mika and Koji. It's August. The sun is trying to murder us. Pavement can fry an egg. And every sensible creature is sprawled directly beneath an air conditioner vent. Naturally, this means the retail industry has decided we are emotionally prepared for Halloween. The seasonal aisles are already overflowing with plastic skeletons, grinning pumpkins, fake cobwebs, and cinnamon-scented broomsticks strong enough to stun a horse. We've barely recovered from the 4th of July. But apparently the calendar is now less of a schedule and more of a panicked commercial suggestion. Mika has inspected the decorations and declared them tacky. Koji has seen the Black Cat merchandise and would like to know why none of it pays him royalties. So today, we're talking about Halloween, arriving obscenely early. Cats being naturally better at horror than humans, Black Cat superstition, the political haunted house, and how to celebrate without turning your home into a feline anxiety chamber. Welcome to Pre-Halloween. Please keep your hands, feet, and remaining common sense inside the vehicle. Retail calendar has lost its freaking mind. Retailers now operate on a calendar designed by people fleeing an unseen predator. Halloween arrives in July. Christmas crashes through the wall in September. We are no longer allowed to inhabit the current month. We must always be shopping for an event 3 emotional breakdowns into the future. Cats live entirely in the present. Is the food bowl full now? Is the sunbeam available now? Mika is not planning her October aesthetic. Koji has not established fourth quarter objectives. Neither is wondering whether this year's theme should be rustic pumpkin farmhouse or haunted Victorian bankruptcy. Maybe August should simply be August. Hot, sticky, if you're in that part of the country, and deeply committed to making us regret touching the steering wheel. But since the skeletons have arrived, we may as well acknowledge them. Just don't be surprised when Christmas trees appear before the skeletons finish their shift. Cats don't need manufactured terror. A cat will stare over your shoulder at absolutely nothing until you become certain a dead relative is standing behind you. A cat will sprint through a dark hallway at 3 a.m. as though pursued by its own decisions, then silently appear behind your ankle. Mika can sit perfectly still in a dim doorway, looking like she knows how you die, and is deciding whether or not to mention it. Koji can disappear into a chair or patch of shadow until 2 green-yellow eyes open where no cat appeared to exist. That is an immersive experience. Cats also specialize in unexplained noises. A thump from the kitchen, the tiny crunch that says somebody found plastic. You wonder whether you have an intruder, a ghost, or a very small idiot eating packaging. With Mika, it could be all 3. Cats are Halloween creatures year-round. Elegant, mysterious, nocturnal, mildly threatening, and unimpressed by death-themed merchandise. We pretend to be frightened for one night. They spend the other 364 conducting unauthorized psychological experiments on us. Black cats, bad superstitions, and human foolishness. Now for the part where human stupidity stops being funny. Black cats have spent centuries being dragged through superstition, accused of causing bad luck, serving witches, predicting death, or managing supernatural operations, despite being unable to open a can of food. Koji would like the record to show that he's not an omen. He's a sleek, handsome household supervisor with a single white chest spot, excellent opinions, and a completely reasonable suspicion of strangers. If he crosses your path, The likely consequence is that he is going to the kitchen. The problem with silly myths is that real animals can pay the price. Black cats are sometimes treated like props or seasonal accessories instead of living creatures. Shelters and rescues may use extra caution around Halloween adoptions for that reason. A cat is not something to acquire because it matches your October throw pillows. If anyone insists Koji is bad luck, they may explain it to him personally. Please allow several weeks for an appointment. He is booked solid with naps, surveillance, and following his human from room to room. Primaries, pumpkins, and the political haunted house. Of course, Halloween decorations are not the only frightening things appearing early. The midterm political circus is already warming up, and the remaining primaries are providing all the subtlety of a chainsaw in a library. Campaign signs are sprouting beside inflatable ghosts. Candidates promise to rescue America from the disasters in their own fundraising emails. Television ads arrive with ominous music and narrators who sound as though civilization may not survive until breakfast. Every political season becomes a haunted house where each party points toward the other's hallway and screams, "Do not go in there!" The rest of us stand near the exit, wondering why the building smells like money and poor decisions. Mika's platform is simple: meals on schedule, protected windowsill access, and prosecution of anyone who closes a door without authorization. Koji supports stronger lap security, clean cardboard boxes, and a ban on doorbells. Their positions are clearer than most campaign websites. Politics matters enormously. That's why we should look beneath the theater. Read beyond the attack ad. Check who funds the message. Examine what candidates have done, not only what they say beside a hay bale. Vote with your eyes open and your brain switched on. The haunted house is less effective when you can see the wires holding up the ghosts. How to celebrate without terrifying your cat. Halloween can be fun for humans, but to a cat, it's a hostile takeover by strangers, noise, dangling hazards, and tiny people attacking the front door. Skip loose string, ribbon, fake cobwebs, and anything chewable enough to interest a cat with poor judgment. Secure electrical cords, use battery-operated candles instead of open flames, and make sure heavy decorations can't topple during an unscheduled shelf inspection. Candy is for humans. Chocolate can be dangerous to pets. Sugar-free candy may contain xylitol, and wrappers can create choking or intestinal hazards. Keep everything out of reach, especially if you have a tortie, we won't mention any names, but her initials are Mika, who regards packaging as a food group. Costumes deserve restraint. If your cat tolerates a simple, safe costume for a brief photo, fine. If the ears flatten, tail lashes, body crouches, or the cat freezes like a tiny hostage, remove it. A social post is not worth making your cat miserable. Nothing at all is a respectable costume. Before the doorbell marathon, create a quiet retreat with food, water, litter, familiar bedding, and a hiding place. Play soft music or white noise. Secure windows and doors. Update identification information, and make sure everybody knows the front door is now an escape portal. Respect the cat in front of you. Mika may file a complaint and relocate. Koji may decide the evening proves strangers cannot be trusted. Neither reaction needs correcting. Your cat should not spend Halloween wondering why you invited chaos to ring the doorbell 47 times. The cats have voted. So here we are, Halloween in August, because apparently reality was not scary enough. Mika and Koji have officially voted. Mika supports Halloween provided it doesn't interfere with dinner. Koji supports Black Cat appreciation but rejects all seasonal stereotyping and unauthorized costumes. Both candidates agree that the doorbell should be dismantled immediately. Next week, the big myth. I'll be exposing a massive delusion that almost every cat owner is living under. A cute, cozy idea that you choose your cat. Think again. We're diving into the secret world of feline management. I'll reveal the official 5-point hiring criteria cats use to evaluate your lap stability, your predictability, and why touching the belly is an immediate HR violation. Plus, we'll look at 2 very different types of furry supervisors, the 24/7 Secret Service shadow and the independent corporate hours operator. If you want to move your application out of your cat's rejection pile, don't miss next week's podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, and before you disappear back into your human responsibilities, do me a quick favor. Hit like, subscribe, mash on that notification bell, and share it with another cat person who encountered a skeleton while shopping for bug spray. That wraps up this week's report from the Cat Whisperer blog podcast. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me, Mika, and Koji. If you enjoy feline wisdom, real life, and snark, firmly included, visit Snarky Cat Boutique at snarkycatboo.com for cat-centric handcrafted creations made for humans who know who's really in charge. Celebrate the season, protect cats, question the campaign ad, and never assume the empty corner is empty. Remember, we don't own cats. We simply finance their lifestyle. Until next time, stay snarky, stay curious, and keep the candy wrappers away from the tortie. Thanks for listening. See you next week.